Hello, and welcome to the Vid-Ography podcast, episode 5. So, this is going to be an extended podcast where it's going to be a free-for-all with certain reviews, certain bits, certain bobs. I'm holding Titans till tomorrow for its own review because personally, I've had a bit of a shock this evening. I'm not going to go into detail here, but it's something that constantly keeps happening in my personal life and just reaching. Sorry, I don't mean to be sad here. It's just certain things that have been happening a lot at home, and it's just bringing me to so much grief and sadness that I don't want to reflect on people. Anyway, right. So, what am I going to talk about here? So, first up is, do you think this is going to be open now? I'm going to be doing open segments as well for anyone to comment or anyone to join in and send their requests or replies on the channel below in the comment section if you want me to cover a subject, or we can start a subject and then fill it on in the next podcast. So here's a first open question, and if you want an answer, please leave it below. For the next one, which will be a continuation of this, bit like when people receive fan mail in like Big Finish, where they send in questions and then hopefully you get answer. So here is one of the first things I'd like to say. Do you think it was right for a scaredy cat to leave RuPaul's Drag Race UK? Personally, I felt scaredy cat had more to give, but because Scaredy Cat's new and everything, I would personally have said if came back for if came and joined in season 2 or season 3 when the show's a bit more established, I would give Scaredy Cat some time to develop herself and probably confidence before joining the show. But I really like people's thoughts on everything, so please comment below if you think it was the right decision or not. The next one. Do you think it's a good idea for the Emperor to be in The Rise of Skywalker? Personally, I'm quite excited that Ian McDiarmid is reprising his role as the Emperor, because he's got that luxurious tone to his voice, like, everything is I have for secrets. Yes, I know, you've just heard my terrible impression of the Emperor, and I laugh at myself at it. When I do impressions, I do it for a laugh, I don't do it for, like, making money out of it. But I like to know, personally, I'm quite excited he's back, but because there's been so many plot leaks about the storyline, I'm not getting my hopes up because whatever might be leaked might actually be true or might be cut from the film because we have reshoots coming up, so I wouldn't hold your breath. Number 3, do you think Doctor Who is going to be having a trailer soon, yes or no? Personally, I say yes, but not on the times that people are thinking of it. I personally think that for this New Year's Day special, yes, I'm going with New Year's because last year was New Year, and given the fact that the information has come out about this Christmas special thing, now, it could be two ways. It could definitely be December, and Titan Comics might be a prequel Christmas special, after all, that will lead into the events of this, or it's set afterwards and we get 2 Christmas specials, or we just get the Titan Comics one, and then we get the New Year's Day one. Personally, I'm choosing to wait until the BBC personally gives out the information, because at this point of time, it's just a guessing game right now. And finally, number 5 at the minute, Crisis on Infinite Earth. Is there too much or too little for this? Personally, I'm in the middle ground because I am aware of the comic events of it, but I have not read the comics to get enough grounded and everything beforehand, but I am quite aware this is such a big deal. It took more than 12 issues and appearing in separate Heroes issues to finish off Crisis. Don't quote me as gospel, but that's what I've read recently. And this is just going off by my memory, because each time I do this, I do not use a script. I'm doing this all off my brain from information that I have learned throughout the day before I do these podcasts. So nextly, what I'm going to talk about next is excitement, is what is coming out from the cinema. The Irishman, I saw the clips on Graham Norton, and it looks spectacular. I can't wait to see it. I'm not really seeing much in Martin Scorsese's back catalogue, but I'm always open to learn and seeing how stunning they've de-aged De Niro from a picture they shown on the Graham Norton show when he was on this week was incredible. It's actually tempted me to go into the cinema to see this. Next Friday, yes, next Friday. Bit late and everything. Not this Friday coming up, the next Friday. I'm finally venturing out into the world to go see Old Mr. J, the Joker movie. I'm quite also looking forward to seeing quite a few bits and bobs in the cinema. It's not the right time for me to go out because of my sleeping pattern, but I'm looking forward to going to see Joker. Sorry for thinking there for a bit. It's just I'm trying to think of what else I'm going to see in the cinema. I'm going to definitely be seeing this month Maleficent 2, hopefully, and The Addams Family, because they both look spectacular. They look amazing, and I need comedy, because comedy it's what keeps me going, because if you can't make others laugh and you can't make yourself laugh, then some people might think, oh, you're this, you're that. I just think going for a film, enjoy it, and comedy, to me, it's always so fun having people laugh and smile. It's not been an easy ride for my life, which I'm not going to open up just yet quite about on here. It's going to take some time. It might take me a couple of months, because unfortunately I am now a reserved person, meaning I will discuss things on here, but because there's been so much that has happened, there are bits I do not like to talk about in my personal life. That just gives me grief and sadness, and I hope people can respect that, because I am trying to do this all for fun. But anyway, back on track. Titans was once again amazing. I was expecting them to go for the Jason twist, where he was not going to make it past the episode, like how it was in the comics of a death in the family, but I'm so happy that they twisted it and made him live. So I can't wait for next week's. Lex has had a presence in this one. I was so happy. I think that was Lionel Luthor, his dad, in the episode, but like an older version, and compared to the Smallville one. I also quite liked I quite like the episodes. I mean, Titans is dark, it's brutal, but I also quite enjoyed seeing Connor Kent. Like, normally when Connor's is being developed, he's normally a bit more maturer, but doesn't have that childlike feature to him. So it was quite nice to have him in a live action version of Crypto. And it's so nice to welcome Mercy Grace, because the woman that plays her is quite famous here in England. She used to be a villain, for people that had never watched her, on Coronation Street as Kirsty, who was such a master manipulator. And then from the sci-fi community, she went on to Doctor Who, because she was in Last Christmas. So she's a really good actress. It's nice to see her back on the screen. Next week's episode is titled Bruce Wayne, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing what they do with. It's just... TV is just getting stunning. I can't wait to see more. Oh, I was going to cover American Horror Story. That is getting really twisted. It's more twisted than a lemon and lime. I mean, you had like the villain, Mr. Jingles, in the last one. turning out that he wasn't the main villain, it was Margaret is the main villain who framed him all this time and manipulated him. I think American Horror Story has stepped up to the plate of the twistiness, the bizarreness, and things you wouldn't expect from the show. And I love it. I think this season has truly become original, even with some of the fan favourites that are not in it, like your Evan Peters, Jessica Lange. You've also got to count in for the fact that some of these have got so prolific and so busy, they've got real busy schedules. Sarah Paulson's apparently scheduled to appear in one episode this season, but I've been quite loving that Tasha Lem, Orla Brady from Doctor Who, has got a presence in it. And if people remember Orla Brady, as I've just said, Tasha Lem, who was part of the Church of the Papal Mainframe. Sorry, tongue twister. Church of the Papal Mainframe. Got it now, got it. It's been a while since I pronounced it, so... And to me, she's been stunning in, like, the episodes she's been involved with. And I think all the casts have been really picked well. It's frightening, it's worth it, and I quite enjoy everything about this season of American Horror Story. I love the 80s vibe. I love everything about it. It's something dark, funny, and comedic, which is... It's got that Scream Queens vibe, but with more, like, I don't know, just magic, I suppose. And I'm quite interested to see how the series is going to kick up again now, because we're on episode 5 next week, which is quite exciting. Also, what's kicked up a gear for me is Supergirl, Black Lightning, Batwoman. Everything's kicking up a notch, so stay tuned. I mean, it really is going to be an amazing ride, and Arrow is joining up shortly before Legends does. And The Flash is as incredible as ever. Lastly, before I forget, so I'm looking to do, as I say, game reviews. That is more likely to start over the Christmas period. But please bear with me, folks. When Christmas period starts, I'm going to be busy. I have a party to go to at some point. I'm waiting on the day. I have family stuff to get on with, but I will try, when possible, to do these over the Christmas spirit. But for now, we've got the Halloween spirit to get over with, coming up next, and then it's all the Christmas shopping, the Christmas version. Yeah, I'm doing these at my leisure. I just doing this for fun, for the sake of it. If you want me to do a laugh, I will have a laugh. I mean, what the purpose of this channel is like how everyone takes a photo and it's now a memory. Whew, sorry about that. I accidentally moved my camera a bit. You should have seen the trees there. Yeah, because I'm trying to keep this purely pitch black because I'm not trying to do the visual podcast just quite yet, because there's a couple of personal reasons now why I'm not decided to do visuals just yet. One of them being is I need a better camera. I'm also trying to improve on my health a bit with, like, food and that, because I'm trying to change my diet. And also, I'm just here for a good time, and there's going to be more good times. I'm going to be doing, like, classic cult movie reviews. I'm going to be doing all sorts. The first cult classic that is sitting on the top of my head right now that I'm going to be doing within the next couple of weeks is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've seen the stage show. I've done the Time Warp with my sister. I've seen the film. I've seen the equal shock treatment. I cannot wait to sit down and review the film. And because I'm an open channel, it's not one Rocky review. It will be both Rocky reviews. Yes, that's right. Bombshell, folks. I'll be doing a double feature of both the remake and the original Rocky Horror to compare and contrast. Okay, well, that's it for now, and I'll speak again soon. Bye-bye!